Hey guys, Rango here. Today I want to talk about main culture. So what is main culture? Main culture in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is what I like to define as a paradigm of how we view the top tiers in the Smash scene. So what's expected of a top tier in Super Smash Bros.? Look at Melee. Fox, Marth, Falco, Smash Brawl, Meta Knight, Olimar, Diddy Kong, Marth, and Smash 4. Bayonetta, Cloud, Rosalina, Zero Suit Samus, Fox, Diddy, and so forth. Pikachu's up there at least. So what do they all have in common? They're all fast. They're all fast, they build damage quickly. Most of them are really good at edge guards and so forth. Cloud is probably the heaviest one listed. Everybody else is a lightweight. So the importance of that is, for longtime Smash viewers, we expect something out of a top tier in Smash Ultimate. Like Pichu, or again, Fox in Smash Ultimate right now. They're the fast, speedy killers. We've seen Greninja from players like Benia, and every now and then we'll see something like that we don't otherwise see at majors. But if you're watching regional tournaments, you know this character is an absolute killer. So why is it that early on, even when Tweet was doing super well with Wario, we didn't really care about what Wario was doing? Well, Wario is a heavyweight, and I don't know, dare I say he is ugly? Like, compared to the attractiveness of Rosalina and ZSS and Peach in this game right now, and then you've got Ugly Wario. Ugly Wario, who was a highish tier in Brawl and a mid tier in Smash 4. So, he comes out of nowhere and he farts on you, and all of a sudden, boom, games. And I saw tier lists on Twitter that just didn't even bother listing the character at high. Like, it's like Saitama in One Punch Man. He's doing all this work, but he's still just C tier because nobody wants to acknowledge him. And I feel that that's part of the paradigm that we have in the Smash community, is that we don't want to see things for what they are. Cognitive dissonance. Filtering out those things that don't go with what we click with generally. So whenever we see something that's odd or unusual, we tend to turn against it immediately. Take great example, Dabuz in Smash 4 with Rosalina. His camping out and his defensive play turned off a lot of players, both having to fight her and watching alike. We didn't like that. Sonic, camping out, timing out. We hate that. And now we've got Myron with Olimar doing really well with the character, and all of a sudden, because his character is better than he was in Smash 4, we hate it. I don't think Shuton got the same hate when he was winning 2GG tournaments in Smash 4. And, I don't even see the hate that Shuton gets, that Myron gets. Like, I don't know why. They use the same character. But, that being said, Olimar gets a lot of hate. And, he's not a very easy character to use. He's definitely a manipulator type character. So it takes a very specific skill set to use the character. Whereas you have more common threats, like Snake, Ness, and Pokemon Trainer, specifically Ivysaur. I find those three more than any other characters on Elite Smash. They're everywhere, all the time. And they're popular. You've got MVD and Austin using those two characters. And you have, like, Pandarian using Pokemon Trainer. And then, people see them on stream and they want to copycat them. Snake is probably a high top tier. Ness is clearly a high tier. Pokemon Trainer, Ivysaur carries, but is definitely a high tier for sure. And I guess due to their popularity and comparative ease of use to, like, Olimar, people want to use those characters, and they're the more commonly accepted top tiers. So the problem here is hating on those characters makes it feel like they're not welcome. It makes it feel like their mains aren't welcome. And that's a problem because they're part of the game. And unless they're banned, you got to deal with it. And there's many things you can do about it. You can go and practice the matchup with high-level players on Discord, Twitter, Smash Ladder. Find the mains. Ask for some practice. Ask questions. I can't stress this enough. Ask questions and get feedback from the player what you can do better in that matchup. Maybe you're missing something fundamentally that will affect your entire play. Maybe you're not respecting certain options that you could respect otherwise. You might still hate that character, but you got to learn to break that curse. And if it means switching up your characters, do that. I assure you it will make the difference if that's what it takes. My personal experience, I hated Rob. He was always one of my biggest cursed characters, all the way from Brawl. Um, Most recently was in our tournaments at Augusta. I was continuously losing to Benny and the Jets. He'd shoot up to our monthlies and he'd destroy us, and he'd get me like 6-0 or 6-1. It was bad. I practiced against several Rob players online. I started learning the character's weaknesses. You know, I went back and watched like MK Leo's match with 8-Bit Man to kind of learn some things about Ike versus Rob, and I just got better with my fundamentals. I started playing top-level players again online and realizing that I needed to do something different with my play. And doing that helped me in general, not just against Rob, but just as a player against all kinds of characters. That was the difference maker. You really want to practice against those top level players so you got better fundamentals when you're going up against an unusual character, and always respect their options. If you keep swinging out a shield every time that they hit you, they're safe and they're just going to punish you back for countering or attempting to counter. So to sum up, don't be afraid of the character. If you're a little worried, start practicing against it. Get some preemptive practice on one of the things that I mentioned so you have tools when you go and bracket against somebody that you can't stand fighting. I only beat Benny because I worked my ass off with that matchup and my own fundamentals. And I firmly believe that you can do the same if you have a plague character. If you have a plague character, curse character, whatever you want to call it, just a really bad matchup, just keep practicing, find the characters that work, ask around, ask questions. If there's a character that you can work with, beat yours, that you can beat, that beats the character that you hate, go for it. I hope this helps you. And if you have any questions, put them in the replies, add your comments, and I'd like to see what you have to say. Do your best in those matchups, and don't forget those channels. Till next time.